What up? What up? What up?
What's good? What's good?
Man, if y'all see what the topic is love and logistics to talk every couple needs. Now, we ain't had a few of these conversations with everybody on here and everything, but I decided to make this one a little bit more special. So I reached out to a few of our favorite fans, and they submitted the questions for us. So that means no stats, no anything.
Just off pure emotions, basically. Pure emotions. That's what we're going off. Pure emotions.
Definitely pure emotions. So the Pharaoh fans made their statements and they sent in their questions. So I'm going to read their questions. No filter, no anything. So, hey, it's no holds barred tonight.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Now,
I'm with this. I like this type of sessions.
If you have any questions that you want to ask myself, MNG, or Jeff No Chaser, you can go ahead and feel free to send in your questions, your stories to PharaohMrNiceGuy@gmail.com, and we will answer all your questions, or we're gonna respond in the best way we can online.
I don't know about all the questions, but we'll get to some of them. I'll say that
we will pick and choose what questions to go ahead and answer on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, one of the questions that we received, talking about relationship. It says that, how do you feel about dividing tasks in a relationship?
Dividing tasks.
Now, I feel like, depending on what the task is, I'm not scrubbing baseboards and floors and stuff, shit like that. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not.
Still ain't married yet.
What?
Give him a minute.
You're right. You're right. I'm not married.
I'm
not. And these are the conversations you probably want to have before getting married. Is you plan on scrubbing down baseboards and walls?
I mean, I said I would never do it, but shit, if it's time for them to get washed down and your old lady sick or your old lady then had surgery or something to the point to where she can't really do it and she want it done, and it's time for them to get done, and you looking at them, I'm like, damn, them bitches is dirty as hell. So you supposed to just sit there and be like, when she get back on her feet, they'll be good and clean again.
I think we can wait
this motherfucker
till she get back on her feet, and then we can just resume.
But that's
the task.
No, hell no. That's the part of helping. That's the reason why you got.
I'm helping taking care of her while she's off her feet. I'm helping cook, clean.
That's part of cleaning.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Take that back. I'm gonna take this mop and then I'm gonna just mop that backboard real nice.
That's part of cleaning.
But I'm not about to get on my hands and feet and wipe the baseboard. I'm not doing.
Me and my wife, we don't have certain tasks that a man should do and a female should do. Like, my wife would get out there and cut the grass in a heartbeat. Like, if she don't give a fuck, she grab that lawnmower. Now, only thing she won't do, she ain't shoveling no snow or
nobody wants to shovel snow,
plowing snow. She ain't. I don't give a fuck. She'll walk out there and get stuck waist deep because she's short. So I have to go pluck her ass out and shovel the snow, but she not shoveling no snow.
Now, in all seriousness, I believe that this is a conversation that you should definitely have. And before you get married, before
you get in a relationship, for real.
Yeah, before you get into commitment, before you move in with each other.
I was about to say that.
Before you move in with each other, if you're one of them demons and sinners that like move in.
Demons.
But
the fuck? What the hell was that? Demon or sinner?
If you
I was one of them, I guess, demons.
If you're one of the people that like to shack up before getting married and everything,
who don't?
I mean, I believe in shacking up before you get married, because
you don't know that person.
If that person is extremely dirty, like,
you will never know until you say I do, and it's too late.
I'm telling you. Like
you walk in the bathroom, you got pantyhose hanging, drawers hanging on this side. No, baby, we got a whole wash machine.
You got blood everywhere. You know, you need to just make sure
you got blood
that
everywhere.
you know the pad. You know the pad.
Oh hell no, bro! What the fuck? Divorce. Hell no. What?
I'm just saying.
That's just a nasty ass person.
And like, I'm just saying, in any situation, if you're talking about dividing up tasks, you definitely want to make sure that you're having the right conversation prior to moving in with each other, prior to marriage. You know, even when you're in a relationship, what does it look like living together? What does it look like being married? You know, those are some serious conversations that you should have. I think some people miss those conversations and jump in, and then they end up regretting it down the line.
But I think it'll work as far as y'all divided tasks up until y'all have kids. Because if it's just you and her, okay, hey babe, you got the upstairs, I got the downstairs, I got the outside, you got the inside, basically. Okay, cool. But when y'all start having kids, them kids, they throw a monkey wrench in everything, bro. Say you got two kids and she might not be able to get to this today, or she might not be able to get to that, or you might not be able to get to this. That's when that teamwork kick in and hey, look, I know we both tired, but you tackle this, I got this right here, and get it together. But at the same time, the kid's still running reckless as hell around the crib and still fucking shit up.
That's true. Now, all jokes aside, you know, even when I'm in a relationship and, you know, there's kids involved or whatever, you know, I don't mind blending tasks. You know, I don't mind cooking. I don't mind cleaning.
If I wasn't married, I wouldn't have it.
Right.
No, fuck that. That blended tasks.
I don't mind blending tasks. You know, and I kind of ask women like, do you know how to cook? And they get offended when I ask them that kind of simple question because they're like,
they don't know how to cook.
They don't know how to cook.
That's why they get offended.
Like the hardest thing, like boiling water is hard because they're like, well, how much water do I supposed to put in a pot to boil it? I'm like,
just get out the kitchen. let's go get something to eat, baby. You're not you're not girlfriend material. You are smash material.
I have met some DoorDash queens, man, and like, oh, I could DoorDash or something. No, let's go to the store and like cook, like know how to cook a full meal.
But you know what?
I ain't saying make it from scratch. You know, it could be some box shit. Just know how to make it without burning it. That's all I'm asking.
And the crazy part about it is gonna be a woman out there that say, why you don't want her just because she can't cook? Yeah, motherfucker. You don't want me if I ain't got a goddamn job. The fuck?
Or making more.
Or if I want to come home and sit down and play the game. Why you guys sit down and play the game? Why you ain't learn how to cook? The fuck? Shit.
Now, I'll be honest. I had a situation, and I'll share this. I had a situation where I dated a young lady, and she didn't know how to cook. And she was like, well, I'm willing to learn. And I'm like, I don't have the time to teach you how to cook. I had to learn how to cook the hard way.
Hell yeah.
Like looking up recipes, burning food, the whole 9 yards. I had to learn the hard way. And I'm supposed to sit here and teach you a valuable skill of knowing how to cook. I'm sorry. If you don't come equipped with the skills, I'm not the assistant. I'm not the teacher. I'm none of that.
I would be, if I wasn't married, I would be that, hey babe, I know you don't know how to cook, but you in there trying. I'll be the taste. Whoa, babe, that's too much salt on that one. We go slide that one over there. Oh, okay, you did your thing. Or you burnt this one, but I'm gonna eat it though because I'm hungry in the motherfucker. But if you just sitting there like, oh, I don't know how to cook. Okay, so what you want to do? Shit, we can go out to dinner. How about we just go buy something and you try to cook? Oh no, that's not this type of party. So what the fuck are you bringing to the table? Just some pussy?
And the table.
You know, she didn't bring the table. The table been there. The table been there since I was goddamn 12 years old. This table has been here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just coming to the table with all this, and you coming to the table with a lot, but you can't cook. I can deal with you not knowing how to cook as long as you're willing to get in the kitchen and like, fuck it, I'm gonna try this. I'm cool with that.
Right.
because I'm gonna hold down my end.
Right.
But if you're not even willing to jump in the kitchen, you just basically sitting on the couch with your feet up, talking about something. I'm hungry. Bitch, go make some eggs or something. Do something. Damn, man. I hate
boy, some hot dogs.
I hate a lazy female, bro. That's what that is. A lazy female. That's a lazy female, bro. If she not, let's say you got a man at home. Y'all both bringing in good money. Y'all both work. Y'all both are off on the weekend. Y'all go out majority of the time. And he say, hey, babe, I want to kind of kick it in, chill, throw something together. And you can't throw nothing together? Bro, that's a lazy female. You can YouTube something and be like, okay, well, you YouTube how to put makeup on, don't you?
Oh, true. And there's a lot of recipes on Instagram.
It's a lot.
YouTube,
bro,
like the recipes are out there.
And I ain't talking about no 15-step recipe. It could be a 4-step recipe. Unthaw, cook, serve, and eat. That's all I need. But I agree. Some of them don't even want to do that, bro. And I give you pussy. Well, how many motherfuckers will give me pussy that can cook?
I think the 90s, the 2000s is different from where we are now. I think men are requiring more of women than just sex.
Facts.
I think the requirement is actually higher now than it was in the past. In the past, you can get away with just giving away sex and doing nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really a requirement of whether you knew how to cook or whether you knew how to clean or anything like that.
You want to know why it's like that though?
Why is that?
Because back then they looked at sex as just a behind closed doors thing.
Okay.
It was just, hey, this is us being private. But now sex is the main ingredient to any recipe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on the stage, sex sells everything.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
The sex appeal of a woman just walking, you be like, damn, she's sexy. It's sex sales, sex everywhere. So it's like now it's so many females that's willing to have sex. Just, hey, random sex. Let's go. Fuck it. We go fuck. Bet. Done deal. To where now it's like, okay, you got to come with more than just having sex with me.
Right.
Because I can go buy sex now.
It's way more accessible.
Yeah, way more.
And speaking of accessibility, if you look at relationships now and you look at what we already know what men are going to bring to the table. We don't know what women are going to bring. We know what some men are going to bring to the table. Yeah. We don't know what women are going to bring to the table. So even when you go into a relationship and women want to hold out to say, well, I want to see whether you're worthy. Well, there's a woman out there that's not going to hold out and is going to be worthy because she's going to have more attributes that she brings to the table.
I don't think females realize
that for every 8 females on planet Earth, there's 2 men to every 8.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that, but,
but go ahead.
I don't think females think that sex is a lot of people say, oh, sex not that important. Sex not that important. I'm not gonna lie. To me, sex is sex is
definitely important.
I
can ask that question. Is sex important to you?
Important.
And I'm like, yeah, it's important. I mean, there's other parts of relationship that are important, but not equal to sex.
No, it's not.
Like if you have bad sex,
your whole chemistry off through the whole relationship.
Everything is off.
Yeah,
everything is off.
Because you can always work on your communication.
Yes,
you can always work on your
cleanliness,
your accessibility. You can always work on your chemistry, everything. You can work on sex too, but that first time, if the sex is terrible, you'll be like, I'll give him another try, but this the last time. And you get it again and it's still terrible.
Yeah.
you like, I don't know if I can do this.
So
or you go cheat.
Or you gonna cheat.
Yeah.
So when you talking about dividing, and I can see why people go poly, but if you could divide, if you're looking at dividing up task, you know, also divide up who's gonna initiate when. Like
initiate
what?
This
is your
initiate what?
Initiate sex.
What you mean? Who?
You're like sometimes women are scared to initiate because they don't want the rejection. I've heard this.
The rejection of what?
Some women are scared to initiate
in a relationship.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Man,
personally.
Get the fuck out of here.
What you mean? Okay,
fuck out of here,
so
man.
quick story. So there are females that I've dated that have told me, and I asked them, I said, well, why don't you initiate? Where I'm scared that you may reject me and I'll not handle rejection. And I'm like, but we're in a relationship. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say I got a headache. I'm not going to say that, you know, my stomach hurt or whatever like that. I'm going to be like, oh, let's go. Let's do it.
I ain't going to lie.
Like initiate, I don't know. Maybe there are more women that initiate than don't. But I know from my experience, there's a lot of women that I've talked to that don't really initiate.
I could have COVID-19. I could have the flu. I could have a bad case of meningitis. I could have a broken leg. I'm talking about all at one sitting. All at one sitting. I can have a bad I could be fucking hanging out right here. I take that motherfucker and be like, hey, you can just ride, man. Come on. Ain't no way. Look, I look at it like this. When you're in a relationship and y'all are doing good, y'all doing good. It could be better, but y'all doing good. Y'all still working out the kinks and everything. You are my only access to sex. Listen to me. You are my only access to sex.
Right.
How are you turning me down? How are you saying no? How are you scared to say, hey, babe, come get this pussy? And you think I'm going to say no? If you're my only access and I'm your only access, there should be no turning down. You shouldn't tell. I mean, it's gonna be sometimes to where her body's not up to having sex. Okay, but we grown. We know this, right?
Right.
So we just don't ask for sex or we don't initiate sex at that point. But if we both good and we land there and I roll over like, shit, what's up? You like, no, I don't feel like it. What? That's why I'm here. When you don't feel like it, I'm here to play with your body to make you feel like it.
Right.
So if you don't want to play with, if you don't want to play with your body and you don't feel like it, that's just telling me you're not attracted to me anymore.
Yeah, that's a matter of fact. You know, dang, that's a good one. I'm gonna go to the next question, but that was a good one.
For real.
All right. So the next question is: are open relationships a viable option for cheaters?
100. I didn't even know what you were saying. I was just saying, yep, open relationship. Yep. No bullshit, man. My wife. I don't think it's a. No, I don't think so, because at the same time,
why not?
Because y'all both agreeing to do this.
Right. So if a person is with somebody that is a continuous cheater, would you suggest having a open relationship?
Okay. So you're saying they've been in a relationship for a minute.
Yeah.
And he been cheating. So you just like, fuck it, let's open the relationship up.
Right. So now we can both.
Oh no.
We can both do it now.
Oh, well, you just stupid then. flat out. You just stupid then. Because my thing is this. Look, I'm not gonna put y'all out there like that, my guys.
Not to cut you off, Jeff, but at the same time, it's like this. Whether you're in a poly relationship or you're in an open relationship, knowingly or unknowingly, well, I'm sorry. Knowingly, you're saying that it's okay to cheat. Because that's essentially what's happening. You're just agreeing to the additional person in the relationship, or you're agreeing to the additional outside partner.
I mean, Yeah, because he been fucking, or him or her. We'll say him or her.
Yeah.
Been fucking around this long, and now you just said, well, you had sex with people and I had sex with people. Y'all opening up your relationship. At that point, the relationship is over with because he already been cheating, so he don't want you no more, or she don't want you.
So basically, in that essence, we might as well just find somebody that want to be in an open relationship. Because if you're in an open relationship,
or just be single and have sex. Just be single and have sex.
But some people want to have somebody to come home to.
Then you don't want
and have sex with them too.
That's I think that's stupid.
I don't disagree.
I think it's stupid because you can't have it both ways.
But see, but they're having it both ways. See, they're having it both ways with and this is how I look. And I'm not saying
open relationship.
Yeah, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's bad. So we look at an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You look at two people in a solid relationship, but they're dating outside of their relationship with people that they find attractive,
right?
And they're having sex with them,
right?
Or it depends on what the stipulations are. They could just be dating them, but not having
intercourse,
right? Just because they want to have somebody else that they may feel more connected with or have better conversation with than the person they're with.
Now, see, that's my problem right there. How you gonna have better connection with somebody if I'm your man?
Well, some people don't believe in that one person for you. They believe that they have
totally agree with that.
More than one person for them.
I totally agree with that 100%. That's the whole be single then. Because if we're in a relationship, we not us. If we're let's make that fucking clear.
No Diddy.
For real. If me and my wife in a relationship and she come to me and say, hey, I want to open our marriage up. Damn. Why? What happened? Why I just want to do this. We got to have a long, hard talk about what's been going on in her head because she ain't came to me about nothing.
Right.
First of all.
Right.
Then if I agree to this and let's say I end up falling for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
that's a possibility.
What do I tell her? Well, baby, I love you. You open this up. So I'm go run with this chick right here because she a little nastier than you.
Right.
And I fell for it.
Yeah.
So now our 15 years has been tossed to the side.
Right. What? And that's the same. And that's the same. And that could be the same for. So let's look at it in stages. Okay. Mm-hmm. Can we look at it in stages?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say the introductory to open relationships and poly is having a threesome. Okay. So you have a threesome. You invite another person into your bedroom, and you have that threesome.
Right.
And then that opens up the door to say for one other partner say, you know what?
I want to keep doing this.
I want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And then because you want to stay in a relationship, depending on how long you've been together, and you don't want to give up on it, you're like, okay, well, let's do an open relationship.
Nah, fuck that.
But then you're like, okay, well, how about we just keep it all in house? And we just have
a poly.
That way, if you want to have her, you can have her. If I want to have her, I can have her, or him, or whatever.
Right.
And if we all want to do it together, we can all do it together. But we have all our options right here.
Me personally, I couldn't do a poly with another guy because I can't see my wife getting hit by another guy. I might see red and just blink the fuck out. Not gonna lie, I'm being honey with you. I can have another female, you know what I'm saying? But
of course,
I mean that's just
of course, of course.
But I'm being honest. And
I feel you. I couldn't do another guy either. Like,
nah, get the fuck from. Well, so I think, like I said, it would have to be some heavy talking, and a threesome. I can see a threesome happening. Hey, babe, we had this long talk. Well, if you think this will help, then okay. But I think your marriage or your relationship has to be already strong in order to do something like that. If you are already having problems, you're just about to bring a bigger problem into your relationship.
You definitely gonna bring a bigger problem.
You open up a floodgate of problems.
Yep.
Even if your relationship is strong, it's still a potential to have a problem because maybe one of y'all might want to keep going. The other one might want to be like, no, I want to stop. And then now y'all at a crossroad to say, okay, am I gonna stop and be like, let's make this work? Or am I gonna say, fuck it, I don't want to be with you. I just want to go ahead and do this. If you go leave your woman just because you had one threesome, you was already gonna leave her in the first place. Or your man, you was already gonna leave him in the first place.
That's true.
That threesome just kind of made you stick around for a little while. You're already gone pretty much.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that threesome just made you linger around just a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if your marriage or your relationship strong and y'all both want to get out y'all system, y'all knock a threesome off once, twice, 3 times, and y'all both come to each other and be like, look, all right, we had our fun. It's time for us to be us. And y'all both down with it and y'all relationship stronger from that point on, I think it's a great idea. But I don't think you should go behind her back and be like, hey, my wife said, yeah, I can sleep with you by myself.
Not sleep with her by myself.
Yeah, and just fuck up the whole shit for real.
I mean, for real. I mean, that's what happens. A lot of relationships fall.
Yeah.
Because of whatever, a lot of relationships fall, but it really falls after somebody cheats, after a threesome and everything. And a lot of people say that poly is great and everything and it's beneficial. I can understand the financial benefits behind it because I would definitely do it for the financial benefits.
I can understand it from the physical too.
I wouldn't do it from a sexual standpoint, but I would definitely do it from a financial standpoint. The sex would just be like a bonus,
right?
But to have, because if you think about it, if you had 3 people and all of y'all were bringing in like
80 to 100 and some
80 to 100,000 on the high end, y'all bringing in 300,000 a year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So when you looking at it from that standpoint, like anyway, you'll be bringing in 240 to like 300,000 a year in a household. So that means you can get a house, and if all y'all wanted your own room, y'all can have your
own room. Yeah, that's a fact.
If y'all wanted just one big room for yourselves, y'all can have that. Y'all can live in damn near any neighborhood that y'all want to be in because all y'all are contributing to the income.
Yeah, I think a poly would be a little better than just running out having a threesome, because that poly, y'all getting to know each other.
Yep, on a deeper level.
And like I say, either way it go, if y'all all meet at the same time, that's a different story. Y'all all just get to click up. But if 2 of them are already in a relationship and they bring a third in, that relationship got to be strong as hell, because what if she started falling for her more and now they leaving you out? Now your insecurity is eating at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think some guys be thinking like, yeah, man, I got 2 women, I can hit one whenever I want to. I can hit her in the morning, hit her at night, hit her in the middle of the day, and all that stuff like that. But I mean, if you want to look at it that way, that's fine. But the overall picture is, for me, like, what can we do together? What can we do to build together?
Right.
Because with that third person, with that third income, just think of the business that you can scale on the side with that third income.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. If y'all are bringing in 300,000 or whatever, and all the bills are covered,
y'all gravy,
trips are covered, all that stuff. All right, let's take some of this money and let's scale a business on the side, and we can have you run the business by yourself once we get it up and going. Because
what was the question? Fuck. What was the question?
Are open relationships a viable option for cheaters? Yeah. I do think it's a viable option for cheaters. If that's what your relationship is, if that's your relationship, your relationship is going down, then if you really want to be with that person, then if you're a monogamous person, then the open relationship is not going to work.
Not at all.
But if you are not a monogamous person and you're open-minded,
then
the open relationship and that stuff will work. I'm not condemning either or. Do what makes you happy and that's beneficial for the relationship, but understand that all decisions at some point in time comes with some type of consequence.
Man, like a motherfucker.
Even if you're monogamous it comes at a consequence.
Yeah.
If you're in an open relationship, it comes at a consequence. And if you're doing a threesome, it comes at a consequence. And if you're doing poly, it comes at a consequence.
Facts.
So that's something that I would say you definitely want to pay attention to when you're thinking about doing poly, when you think about having an open relationship and all those things.
Just don't think about the sexual part.
Don't think about the sexual part.
Because if you're doing it just for the sexual part, you just want to fuck around anyway.
That is true. That is true. Now, another question here. Is living in separate places healthy for relationships? Long term. Okay. Now, the person that sent this in, and and I had some conversation with them. And to be honest, they are openly gay. So their concern was that, they don't like people in their space. I'm just giving some background. Mm-hmm. They don't like people in their space. Mm-hmm. So they were like, well, I just want to know, is it weird for me to want to live in a separate house from my partner? And would that, be good for a healthy relationship? Jeff already looking uncomfortable with the question. He's like, no. You can't. I don't know. I'll take this one. I don't know how you build a great relationship living in separate locations and y'all are basically just dating. Mm-hmm. You're not married. And we're talking about if you're married. Now, if you're in a relationship, that's different. But if you're married and live in two separate houses, some people say that it worked for them. They like to have a space.
I think that's people that's not
middle class.
No, not no. I think them are the people that don't need affection.
Oh, okay.
The people that works for is okay just with a person being there.
Okay. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
See that.
Come home, hey, and they go in another room and be there. As long as they know that person is
there.
Okay. They're okay.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Is that a relationship, bro? Is that a marriage?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
That's like having a fucking roommate. And like, look, we got our benefits. You know what I'm saying? I come in, kiss you, smack your ass, and just as long as you're there, I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
I need my wife to show me how she feel. Don't just keep telling me, because if you don't show me, my mind gets to wondering. If you ain't showing me that you love me or you feel in some type of way, if we can go 2 weeks, 3 weeks without having sex and you have no desire to have sex, or you not grabbing or touching on me, A, I'm gonna think you fucking somebody else, flat out. B, you're not sexually attracted to me anymore. C, if we're staying in separate places, how does that build anything? How does that build your chemistry? How does that build your sex life? How does that build your knowledge of each other? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm living here, you live in there. Now you can just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Have whoever you want over.
Exactly.
We can have houses next door and I still don't know what's going on.
Man, because I just want my own space. Okay, yep. Motherfucker, go downstairs in the basement for a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? Why do you need a whole crib to leave? Why do you need to leave my crib to go to your spot every night just because you need your space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That, you know what that tells me? You are insecure about everything. About everything, bro. How do you want to leave the person you say you love just to go sit in an empty house? To be quiet? To think?
Man, that's wild.
That's crazy,
that's
bro.
Wild. I mean, eventually I told the guy, I said, you ain't never gonna find nobody. You trying to
man.
I don't know what person
his arm will be strong as hell.
I don't know what person in the middle class world that I don't know what person that's not rich because they do experimental crazy shit like that.
I mean, even when you're rich, they do it because they don't want to lose all their money when she leaves. Baby, what you want? You want your own house? All right, fuck it. You know. I mean, it's cheaper to keep her though.
So I'll say this toward the question: if you feel like you need to be in another house or another location or a whole nother state, if it's not because of a career,
you don't need to be in a relationship.
Then I really don't think it's gonna work. Like long distance relationships, even though you're in separate houses next door,
right? That's basically what you mean.
Separate houses don't work.
I can see if you in a long distance relationship. All right, cool. You know, you had to move because the job is offering to pay you a whole other,
and your spouse got a great career there, and they can't readily leave.
I can see that,
but they can cover the mortgage where they live. They can cover the apartment where you're at, and y'all in
wait a minute, what you mean?
What?
You said cover. You said cover them.
Right there.
You said cover the mortgage where they at, and the rent where he at, They married?
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't no hell no. No.
What you mean no?
No. Long distance?
They left for a better career or whatever. And you know, they in New York, you in Los Angeles.
So you telling me
we in Detroit, they in Chicago.
So you telling me we're married. Her job say, look, I want to uproot you, not your whole family, just you. Take you to Chicago. You got you
making $275,000 a year.
There's no reason for me not to follow her, even when I do got a career. Because at the end of the day, what's more important, your money or your relationship? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you asked me that?
Shit, you know what I'm saying? If we married, we say this I do. That's some heavy thinking. Hey, babe,
it is.
You're gonna be making $275,000.
Yeah.
Our income combined was 180.
Yeah.
So you about to be making damn near a whole nother $100,000.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I quit my job
and be
find something down there? No, you can find something down there to add to the income. But for you to move to Chicago, me stay in Detroit, and you working hella hours, I'm working hella hours.
Right.
We might see each other 3 times out of the month.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me that's not a disaster. Tell me
waiting to happen.
Tell me that's not a car crash waiting to happen, bro. That's a train wreck.
Somebody gonna find somebody where they at, because that loneliness gonna creep in.
That loneliness gonna slap the shit out of them.
I'm gonna be real. Like if my wife was like, if we bring in like 160 together, so we bring in like 80 a piece, and she was like, well, I got a better opportunity where I could be making like 120, 130, but it's in another state.
No.
I'm gonna be like,
it's not happening. If you leave, you might as well sign divorce papers, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're telling me the money is more important than us now.
But you just said you would get up and leave.
Right, I would leave. Okay. We would have that.
You would leave her, or you gonna go to Chicago?
I would leave with her.
Okay.
If she talking about going with her, but if she like, no, you stay here. No, man, you stay here. You got your career.
But you know what? We missing a part. If they're looking for the job outside the state and don't talk to you about it,
it's the relationship over it anyway.
Now.
The relationship over it anyway.
If it was the company and said, "Hey, we're starting this new facility," we want you to go. We want you to go and run the facility.
Yeah,
that's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's different. But for you to be looking outside of the state that y'all live in,
and it wasn't a conversation at first,
and you didn't have phone interview, and then boom, you got the job. Then you come to me and say, "Oh, I leave in 2 days." Oh. Well, where the divorce papers at? Because obviously you didn't want me to go because you telling me you about to leave.
Not the divorce papers.
Bro, what else could it be, bro? Because my thing is, you've been going at the interview after interview. You telling me, you giving me basically a 3 day notice. I got a job and you not making more than us combined. What am I gonna do?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I ain't mad at you. Nah, I'm trying to think, should I do the question or do the story first?
Do the story, then do the question.
You want the story first?
Yeah.
All right. So one of the fans wrote in and gave me this little short story. So they were dating. So this is how it goes. It says, I was dating a guy for a few years and we eventually end up moving in with each other. He stated he would take care of the rent. But after we broke up, I found out that he was only paying half the rent. Now, my question is why do men act like they can't be upfront about their finances?
What the fuck? My man was only paying half the rent. Damn, that's scandalous.
So, to the person that wrote this, my first question to you, I got questions. So my first question is what was the actual agreement? Did he say he was going to pay the rent or he said he was going to pay half the rent? Because if my man was only paying half the rent for however long that y'all...
How the fuck was y'all still living there?
Y'all should have got an eviction notice.
A long time ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn. Like,
landlord didn't say no, like the other half coming.
Oh, it'd be here. Then when he paid the other half, you was still back behind a month.
Still behind a month.
Yeah, so
I didn't really get around to asking this person like what was the agreement, man? Like how long did this go on for? Like I didn't get to ask those questions.
My thing is this: when you move in with a person, all that should be discussed. As you say you gonna pay the rent. You talking about the whole rent, or you want half and I give you half?
You gonna pay a quarter of that rent?
Yeah, all that got to be.
Look, I'm gonna move in with a girl, and I'm gonna move in with a girl, and she gonna be like, "You gonna pay the rent? Yeah, I got you. I got you on the quarter. She gonna be get me on the what? I got you like quarter of the month. I got you at the quarter of the month. Yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna pay like 1/4 of the rent.
She'll be like, I'm gonna leave your ass right here where you staying at, bro.
Look, I'm paying for the little slither of space that I have.
I think everybody should have a discussion before they move in with each other. Though,
oh hell yeah!
I think they need a list to say, hey, because when you dealing with a real man. You really don't need that. I'm just saying. I'm gonna just throw that out there. You know what I mean? Yo, boy, you dealing with a real man.
But even so, you was dating this person for years, and y'all moved in with each other. Mm-hmm. And my question is, where did they live before that?
Shit, obviously he wasn't paying all the rent there either. That's why he had to move the fuck out.
He was a dying straight. Look, let me move in with you and I pay the rent.
Hey man, lying ass.
Maybe he thought the rent was. I don't know. Listen. Person that wrote in, listen. I don't know what you need to do or what you did, but whatever it is,
leave that nigga.
Man,
no, but you know what? It's your fault. It's definitely your fault. I'm gonna tell you why it's your fault. Because you ain't looked through not one goddamn piece of mail that had y'all wherever the place y'all stay name on it and said, let me just damn.
What about that eviction notice? Did the eviction notice come in?
Bro, I'm pretty sure. Man, she seen some. She just was like, I'm gonna go look over that because he taking care of that. Nah. Even when my wife credit card bill come, I still open it and look at it, bro. I know she take care of them, but I still to make sure. Whoa, she owe $250. Why? She just said she just paid on this motherfucker. Yo, babe. Oh, I'm glad you said something. I forgot. Well, damn. Okay. Well, let's take care of this before these motherfuckers get to calling. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's fair. But I think I know what the issue was.
She crazy?
Nah, anytime you got some in-house dick, it's always, get forgetful,
Man,
every time it was the end of the month, You paid that rent. I sure did. Then he broke her off some.
Fuck
and then
that.
she forgot to follow up.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. I don't give a fuck how good the pussy is, how good the dick is, how good the mouth is, the ass is, whatever. At the end of the motherfucking day, you ain't gonna have nowhere to put that dick if you ain't got a roof over your motherfucking head.
Well,
because it get cold in a motherfucker in December.
Well, you know, there's
what
cars,
you been outside on the concrete.
there's cots in the shelter.
You can't fuck in the shelter.
That don't mean that they don't try.
So you get put out and you'll be outside like this. Damn, I just wanted some pussy. Yeah, motherfucker, you should have paid that motherfucking rent. Hell no, bro.
So now that leads me into my next question, which I think Jeff is really gonna like this question. So, what are your financial deal breakers in a relationship?
I don't have one. Not gonna lie.
Damn, that was short.
I don't have one. I don't have. I don't have one, bro, because my thing is this.
What is it?
My queen, she gonna get whatever the fuck she want for real. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think that's what it means.
You say the financial deal breaker.
Yeah.
She gonna get whatever the fuck she want.
Oh,
that's how I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm gonna make sure she have what she want and what she need. I mean, she's not spoiled or nothing. She not just walking into Gucci like, yeah, fuck it, get her that. Yeah, get her that. But if she say, yo, I want this bracelet, all right, bet. I go get it. So financially, if she buy another nigga a pair of shoes, I guess, bro, we got a fucking problem. But my wife wouldn't do no shit like that. So
this question was asked, by another fan, and basically their idea, and I kind of had to chime in a little bit, and their basic thing is that they were in fear that if somebody else had control of the money, or if the other person had access to the money, that they would run off with the money. And they had gave a few scenarios. And they was like, what? And they kind of, threw some questions out there because I was a little curious. They had asked, and they just basically made a statement of, well, how do you feel about joint bank accounts? And I was like, well, I know a few marriages that do it differently. I know some people that all the money goes into one bank account that pays the bills, that pays for other stuff, but there's a conversation about how the money is spent. So too much money won't get spent.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know married couples that put all their bill money into one account, but then they still have their separate personal accounts to do whatever was left of the money that doesn't cover the bill. So they know how much money to put in there to cover all the bills for the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's on auto pay. So all that money comes out, and then whatever money they have left over is for their personal expenses and to spend however they want to. So, I know people that do it different ways. I don't think there's a right or wrong way, but it also shows a level of insecurity when you think that if you're in a relationship, the other person is going to run off with the money. There is a level of insecurity that I think that needs to get checked at the door. Mm-hmm. Because if that is a financial deal breaker where you don't want to couple your money with the person that you're ultimately going to be with, then should you be looking for a relationship?
That's trust issues like a motherfucker.
It is trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the backstory to the financial deal breakers. Like, I don't have financial deal breakers. Like, well, you know what? I do have financial deal breakers. Like, if you have a large amount of debt, that
don't expect me to pay it. Shit.
Well, once you marry, you kind of tied to it.
Oh well.
Then I have issues. If your FICO score is low because of your misappropriation with money, I mean, you can have debt and still be good with money because, debt is not always bad. Like, school loans is not like a bad debt.
Right.
That's not a bad debt. So if you have student loans, then,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. You went and decided to get your master's degree. That's over $100K right there.
Mm-hmm.
In student loan debt. Easy. If you decided that you wanted to have the best car ever or whatever, and then it got repoed because you couldn't financially do it. That was a poor financial decision. But then everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to finance, when it comes to financial issues, my take on it, my stance on it is one, low FICO scores. Like if you like 400 or 500s, if we get married, then my FICO score is tied to your FICO score. If I got a good FICO score or a great FICO score, your FICO score brings my shit down.
No.
Yes.
No one even married.
It becomes one.
It's her. She got her shit, and I got mine.
But that is not what was explained to me.
Who explained this to you?
Man, I've took financial classes, and
then they lied to you because I've been married 14 years, and her FICO score ain't never fucked with mine.
If y'all go apply for something together,
we got cars together, we got a house together.
It supposedly they factor y'all in together, and then.
Nope, didn't mess with my shit.
I ain't say it literally brings it down. It turns into like one number with the both of y'all.
No, we both got two different. No, it's not like that.
Oh shit, man! I was lying to you.
I don't know. That's what I'm like. I don't know who told you that because what they do is they'll run both our shits, and whoever is higher, they'd be like, okay, well, we'll have you as the primary. And we'll have you as the backup.
Okay.
Because your score a little lower than his or hers, whatever. But they don't have, okay, y'all both right here with this number. No, it's not like that.
Oh.
No, hell no.
Oh, I just learned something new today.
Hell no. That's why I'm like, no.
I still ain't taking no low FICO score though.
Look, if I can't tell you I'm not gonna take a low FICO score because if I love you, I'm not gonna give a fuck about your FICO score. If I love you, I'm talking about for real love you, I'm gonna take all your flaws. Period. Because at the end of the day, all that shit can be built up. Who's to say I'm gonna find another person that I love like I love you? So yeah, motherfucker. Let's rock this 300 FICO score out and turn this bitch up. Fuck that. That's my whole thing, man. I can't turn down my feelings of how I feel just because you made poor financial decisions. People wake up and make poor decisions every fucking day and still go to bed smiling every day. Wanna know why? Because they happy as hell. So
with them bad decisions.
With them bad decisions. So I done made a bad decision in not taking this woman with a 400 that know how to cook, that know how to clean, that make me happy, but I don't want her because she got a low FICO score. Okay. Now I'm with this chick that can't cook, can't clean, can't do nothing, but she got a perfect. Nah, I'm good, bro.
I don't really think that the scenario goes hand in hand like that.
I thought it did.
Look, I guess I gotta revise, my financial deal breakers.
Yeah, you want a perfect woman.
No, I don't want a perfect woman.
You want a woman with a nice credit score, right? Yeah or nay?
Decent.
Okay. You want a woman that know how to cook? Yeah or nay?
Decently.
You want a woman with a sex drive that'll come grab you or you grab her.
She ain't hold on.
I'm just saying to start it.
Start.
Yeah or nay?
I mean, she has started all the time.
I'm just saying, yeah or nay?
Decently.
Boy, I tell you. You want her nice looking, nice, intelligent, right?
Decently.
You asking for a lot, my brother.
Man, I ain't asking for a lot.
You asking for a lot, my brother. Don't get me wrong.
You know what?
I'm not saying
you know
this.
what? You know what? You absolutely. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just go poly, because then I can just get each one
and have something different
that fit that scenario.
Hey,
I need 7 every day of the week.
I guarantee you, by that first week you'll be done.
Monday. I need a Monday.
That first week you'll be done.
And I'm changing their names too. I'm gonna have a Monday and a Tuesday.
Babe, yeah. Babe number 2.
I'm gonna have a Thursday and a Friday.
Ain't no way in the world.
Now, if I only end up with 6,
you gonna have females.
Huh?
I don't want that many females. Why? For what? Different attitudes, different fights. You fighting three people at one time.
Look. That's why you take applications and you do interviews. And when
how many times you lied on your job application?
And when they don't work out, you fire.
How many times have you lied on the job application?
I ain't never lied on the job application.
Goddamn lie right there.
I ain't lied.
Motherfucker sent the resume.
My information on there is bona fide.
Motherfucker sent the resume in there saying, "I'm nice. I listen."
Yeah, like I'm on there like I'm bona fide, bro. Like what?
Nah.
I gotta get like Jeff.
Get like me? No, you don't, bro. Don't get like me. Like what you like.
But
bro.
I'm gonna get 7 though.
This motherfucker get 7. This guy at my job, right? Cool as fuck, my dude. He say, if your wife was telling you go ahead for a free pass, like, go ahead, man, you can smash this chick. She your celebrity crush. Go ahead, you can smash her. Would you smash her? I told him no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
He was like, you crazy as hell. I said, bro, what you don't understand is she telling you could smash this chick. You smash her, you got to deal with all this insecurity now. You got to deal with all this trust issues now. You got to deal with, oh, I wasn't good enough for you now. You got to deal with where was you at? Bro, I don't want to deal with all that shit.
It's a fact.
Hey, call me what you want. You lame. Okay, I'm be a lame. You got divorced already, bro? What happened? Oh, you thought she was for real about telling you go ahead and do that. Nah, man.
And those are the consequences that we talk about. Those are the consequences that you deal with when you make those decisions to have a threesome. You make those decisions to cheat unknowingly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you knowingly cheat, but they don't know that you're cheating.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of consequences that come with decisions. Even if they don't readily come in the beginning, they may come somewhere down the line.
Them are the consequences of giving your body what your body want and not your heart. That's basically what that is.
Facts.
So if your body want 3 and 4 different women at one time, but you want your main girl in the middle of it, your heart is gonna get hurt, because what if your main girl gets smashed out by a guy and you be just looking there like, damn, he drilling her, and she get up and you ain't never did that. Your feelings is gonna be smashed terribly.
Sometimes it's not worth cheating.
Hell no.
It doesn't work cheating, especially if you're throwing away a whole relationship and then you realize in the end I shouldn't have did it, but you ain't already lost the trust, you ain't already lost the confidence, you ain't lost a relationship, and it's something you can earn. Like you can earn trust, you can earn respect, but it's so much harder
to get it back. Fuck yeah.
Once it's already gone. You know, so when you do go into that open relationship or you do go into that poly relationship, you got to understand that the other person is going along with you, but then there's still a level of trust and insecurities that's going to be there as well. Right. Because that person is trusting you to bring in somebody that is going to mesh well with the relationship. If you're in an open relationship, that person is trusting you to go and be safe and not bring anything back to the relationship. When you're in a poly, you know, everybody is trusting in everybody else to be safe and keep it in a relationship. But then what if it's not enough for one person? You know, one person wants to step out and experience something different, or they want to bring somebody in, and then, you know, a level of trust with this new person is now intertwined with everybody else. Well, we know you trust them, but you know, now we gotta trust them. You know, when you have a monogamous relationship, you got to understand how much trust, time, work, effort is put into keeping that relationship afloat, because everybody comes to the table with flaws. And a lot of people don't even know the flaws that they actually deal with when they're walking into a relationship. They're still carrying baggage from the last relationship.
Facts.
Going into a new relationship. You have people out here that have been in a relationship 3 months ago, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago, and moving into a whole nother relationship, or they've been in a relationship 2 or 3 years ago, and they're not meeting somebody that has been in a relationship, that have been single for 2 or 3 years. They meet somebody that's been single for a year. They have been single as long as they have. But then everybody moves on differently. So you may have somebody that can move on after a few months, depending on the scenario of the relationship. And then you have somebody that takes way more time to heal because of the length of relationship that they were in. If you was in a longer relationship, you ain't about to heal after 2-3 months to move on to a whole relationship. You know, but if you were in a relationship if you was dating somebody for 3-6 months or whatever, you know, it may be a little bit more easier for you to move on because there wasn't no depth there.
Right.
There wasn't no roots there. You know, you ain't plant nothing there. You ain't grow there.
And you cracked the egg yet.
You ain't did nothing. You ain't even been through hard times.
Right.
Y'all was just really just together. So y'all didn't really put no effort into a relationship to actually say whether or not being in this relationship is effective to move to another relationship. But everybody moves and heals differently. Some people are ready to be in a relationship where others are not ready to be in a relationship. But that's up for you to decide, because when you do meet somebody, they're entrusting you with their body when y'all have sex, their mind when they confide in you with secrets, their emotions. They confide in you. It's a lot to it when you start to. That's why when you had these people dating 4 or 5 people, it's kind of like, well, man, that's a lot of things you got to remember. You got to remember a lot of conversations. You got to remember a lot of different scenarios. Who you was with this night, who you went to go see a movie with that night, and don't let you take two particular women and go see the same movie and have deep beneficial dialogue, and now you got to remember the whole conversation.
Facts.
Like, it's a lot to it when we're talking about having conversations. It's way more entwined than people think it is. People now are so much more shallow to have conversation with people in surface level than they were back in the day. Back in the day, you didn't have a playing field with so many individuals that you could just consistently contact and keep in contact with over and over and over again. Like if back in the day, if you missed your shot, you missed it.
You missed that.
If you wrote that number down incorrectly, you wasn't gonna find that person again. There wasn't no way to search them unless they knew somebody that you knew.
Yep.
The pickings was way smaller in the day than it is now. The playing field now is so wide where you have to have a huge amount of discipline to stay monogamous to one person. You can't say, oh, it's easy to be monogamous. It's not. That's why poly is growing. That's why open relationship is growing, because it's hard to stay monogamous when you see so many individuals on Instagram, OnlyFans, different porn shows. All of that stuff is accessible, where it makes it difficult for men and women to be monogamous, because you get to see what the playing field has to offer that is accessible.
Yeah.
And then you look next to you and say, oh, this is what I settle. And it makes you think that you're settling. It makes you think, and you're not even settling. You're negating your own happiness for a falsehood that you're not even you can't even put yourself in a position for. That you're not even built for. How can you say that you're built for a millionaire, but you're not even millionaire status? How you're built for somebody that's making over 100,000, but you're not 100,000 status? That's for men and women. I want somebody that's gonna do this for me and do that for me, but you ain't even built for that. You're not built. So you can't put yourself in category A when you belong in category C.
Facts.
You can't be in category D and think that you belong in category C. You gotta build your way up to category C to have category C.
Yep.
You're not built for that. You got to put yourself in situations that you're built for, or build yourself up to be in that realm of conversation to attract what you're looking for. You can't be out here talking about, well, this is what I want, but you're not built for that type of relationship.
Facts.
You say you want to lay on the beach, but you ain't got beach money. You want to go to the islands, but you ain't got island money. So the closest beach you go to is over on Belle Isle, and you think that, hey, well, I'm doing something because I'm on the beach, but you ain't seen the beaches on the islands because you ain't built for those islands.
Nope, you built for Belle Isle.
Let me stop talking. But this is MNG, Jeff No Chaser. Hey, we gonna check y'all on the next go around, man. I can